Hi all. Today we have Nuray Salina, founder at Linkly, co-founder at Venture Scholar Studio. Dear Nuray, thank you for your time, and please, if you could introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Askar. It's a pleasure to be here speaking with you. I watched a lot of devs.kz videos with other founders, with other wonderful, impressive professionals, and I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nuray. I'm an alumna of Cambridge University. I also graduated from KIMAP University 2 years ago. I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship, about startup, tech space, and I'm also on the jury panel of different startup competitions here in Kazakhstan, on city level, on Almaty city level, Republican level. And I'm also a founder of 2 startups. I co-founded Venture Scholar Studio startup with my wonderful co-founder, Dr. Yaniv Prosilkov, which is now based and registered in Cambridge, in the United Kingdom. And also I started a new startup recently. It's called Linkly. My new initiative. We connect micro-influencers, bloggers in Kazakhstan with small, medium-sized businesses. So yeah, this is about me. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you so much. Guys, your questions you can write in chat. If you watch recording, you can write questions in comments. So far, there are 3 questions I prepared in advance, but we also have some little bit slide deck, right? Or you want to do it later?
It depends on the question. If the first question will be about my startup, I'm happy to share some slides to show the customer discovery process, the validation, product market fit. So if it's okay, I would love to share the slides now.
Okay, I'll go with questions then on validating ideas about Linkly. What was the single fastest low-cost experiment you ran to validate your startup, this Linkly, and what was the result or any signal did you see that convinced you now it's time to commit building it full time?
Yes, sure. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful question. So the single low-cost experiment that I would like to highlight now is the fact that I started experimenting, testing my idea, testing my hypothesis before building it. So it really helped me save a lot of time and resources before even creating the minimal viable product. So what is Linkly? Linkly is a platform that connects micro-influencers, as I mentioned, and business owners for creative collaborations, campaigns, of different formats and kinds. So the idea started with, sorry, I will just give a brief overview of my idea. The idea started with my own personal observations that a lot of people in my friend group and outside of my friend group are influencers. They are great people who have a lot to share professionally and personally, who like creating beautiful visual content, and this really inspired me to dig into numbers, inside the industry, and I came up with this very vivid idea of Linkly, of the platforms that will connect businesses and creators for collaborations. But it was so vivid, and when I started exploring the statistics, the industry, I realized that now that everything looks great on paper, but now it's time to go out and speak to the customers, speak to potential users, business owners. So I would spend hundreds of hours speaking first to my friends, then to mutual connections, to people outside my network, business owners, content creators on very starting levels, on starting who are just starting their careers in content creation, UGC creation. And then I started speaking to business owners, conducted more than hundreds of interviews, and this really shaped my understanding of what kind of platform would be perfect, what would be the right solution for the existing market in Kazakhstan. And then when I already had this firm idea, I started building. Like I don't know, 2 months after I was validating these ideas. So by the time when so this was a great experiment. So by the time I launched, I already had like 8 initial clients who were willing to pay for my services, who were willing to pay for promotion on my platform. So this is how I generated around like 2K USD before even launching. So yeah, this was my small experiment. Thank you so much.
That's a great, quick result. Really great. And ecosystem startups S7V ask, how do you earn money from your venture studio? I don't know. Is it Vladimir Popov asking? It's like his logo. Probably it's Vladimir. Yeah. I think you partially answered, right? You have these influencers who came to platform, and do you charge fee, or is it one-time fee for them?
Sorry, they are asking about Venture Scholar Studio. Venture Scholar Studio is a
Different.
separate startup.
Yeah,
Linkly
yeah.
is like
Yeah, yeah.
creator market.
Yeah. So, is it venture studio? Is it like commercial? Is it like
So
startup or what is it?
so initially so Venture Scholar Studio is another piece of art, I would say, in terms of like pivoting, experimentation. Like it was great. It was a great experience. But Venture Scholar Studio is a bit different. It's an 8-week remote placement for high school students, for university students, to help them educate about entrepreneurship. It's like a small mini incubator for them to help them gain practical startup experience, also working experience. So what we do, we connect our students for Venture Scholar Studio, we call them Venture Scholars, with startups from Silicon Cluster, which is Cambridge, basically Cambridge entrepreneurial ecosystem. We connect them with founders, so founders educate them about entrepreneurship, teach them a small mini incubator course, and also assign them some homework to better understand startups that they are working on, and also to help our venture students, venture scholars, to gain practical experience while they're doing this 8-week program. So it was intended to be as a commercial project when we just started, but now we have like different thoughts, different thoughts about the future. Maybe it can be something like charity, maybe it can be something like an incubator. So we're also in the very initial stages now. We just launched our first cohort. It's going great. And me and my co-founder, Dr. Yaniv Prozelkov, we are the mentors. So for now, it's a commercial project, but we envision so much for the future, so much help and support for the students. So we will see how it will fit into a broader ecosystem of like a Cambridge cluster.
Thank you. That's amazing impact for the community. Thank you for doing this. A question about your actual experience in Cambridge as a learner, as a student. So people say entrepreneurship cannot be taught, but you study in Cambridge some frameworks, like business-related frameworks. And could you maybe spot mention what one specific lesson you learned in class that changed how you run your business in actual real world?
Yes, thank you so much. Also, great question. Thank you so much. I would like to start with saying that I was super lucky to be admitted to this program, Masters in Entrepreneurship course. Because when I was doing my bachelor's degree back home in Kazakhstan, I envisioned myself I plan to do a practical master's degree, not heavily, not something very theory based, but more like a practice based, something that I could implement future in my projects. So of course my first choice was Cambridge. It's like the best program in the world for entrepreneurship, at least in Europe. So I'm really happy to be accepted there. But another moment that makes me feel very lucky is that I also had a chance to complete Accelerate Cambridge program at Cambridge. So it's an 11-week business startup accelerator. Will not deep dive into accelerators, what they are, but basically both programs are very complementary. They are very practical, and if there was something that like one main insight, what I learned is that customer discovery always comes before the solution design, that you always need to understand your customers, to understand their needs, their problems before starting building your own solution. So my master's degree really equipped me with lots of knowledge, and it saved me lots of time that I could have spent making mistakes and pivoting. So honestly, I'm very happy that I could do this program earlier in my career, earlier in my life. I was also very lucky to meet a lot of very established, impressive people in the Judge Business School and in Cambridge General, and this networking opportunity, it helped me work in 3 different startups throughout 2 years of my studies. So I worked in 3 different startups, Cambridge-based startup, 2 Cambridge-based startups, and 1 Canadian startup. So it was really a great experience. Many people believe that it's not possible to learn how to become an entrepreneur, but I would argue with that, and I would say that if you're equipped with a very deep knowledge in fields such as strategy, business models, fundraising, experimentation and pivoting. This makes your journey as a startup founder much easier and just much simpler. So this was a great experience.
That's amazing. So I believe the networking, it works a lot as well. Canada, like Britain, not many. So there's access to like top level networking, I believe. So thank you, and amazing experience. A question from Kaijan Said Karim. Hi Kaijan. I guess this coming from the context. This person is being offered probably Kaijan. I think is a developer, engineer, startup stock option. So he's asking how can he evaluate and the investment fund backing this startup. Probably it's some investment fund. I don't know. I guess just in Kazakhstan, backing startup.
Kairjan, sorry, do you mean the startup offers stock options as a part of compensation, like salary plus stock options as a part of compensation, or do you mean is it like for fundraising? Sorry, maybe I'm misunderstanding. As a salary.
Salary.
Okay. Okay. So in a Canadian startup, Voisin, where I worked as like a product manager intern, I was actually giving, my compensation was completely based on stock options. So I believe that you should evaluate and think about how much you trust the company based on your research about the company, based on your role, based on the potential of growth and scaling, look at the previous investment rounds, look at the stage of the company right now, what stage is it pre-seed or seed or series A, B, C, whatever. So it really depends a lot on like a case by case. What you should do is really do a big, I don't know, like a audit, like a audit of the startup to have a better understanding whether stock option alone is sufficient for you or not. If also it comes with a salary, also a good thing to evaluate. For example, in many companies, in many like high growing companies, part of their compensation is of course a stock option, and like there are so many cases like it's not a rare case when the compensation in stocks exceeds the salary, exceeds a good salary. So you need to research about this company. If it's already like Higgsfield in like a series on series A, like extension of series A, of course, you see that there is a huge potential, but if you're working in a pre-seed stage startup, I don't know, like a pre-revenue, pre-money, pre-product, of course, you need to evaluate the risks. It's honestly like a case-by-case situation. Hope this answers your question.
Yes, thank you. And we have two more questions. First one from me regarding the industry trends. Are there any technology trends, startup trends in UK, which are taking off overall in West, and do you feel it's ignored or missing in Kazakhstan, if there are any?
Yeah, sure. So I will take one like a very basic, I don't know, I feel like a very predictable trend you might think of. I would like to speak about AI. So what I noticed in the UK, in the UK's tech, in the UK's tech ecosystem trends is that nowadays startups, tech companies, they're implementing AI not solely as a product, but they're implementing AI in all the processes, in all the operations, from recruitment to compliance to regulatory, to many regulatory processes. I'm not speaking only about like vibe coding, like AI stuff and etc., but honestly, AI is being implemented in every aspect of operations, in especially in big tech giants, and they're investing so much money into these solutions that I think this is really great. However, in comparison with Kazakhstan, I don't think that we are behind. I don't think that we are doing that we are behind, but I think that we are entering a bit of a different game or industry. We have amazing pool of young startup founders who are very passionate about technology, about startups. We have a lot of investors who are interested to invest in early stage startups, such as Big Sky Capital, Sturgeon Capital, and many other British and British VCs from the UK, from the US, from Netherlands. So honestly, I feel like the tech trends in Kazakhstan are also very like positive in my own opinion. Lots of interest from investments. However, I also believe that Kazakhstan in the future, Kazakhstan in the next few upcoming years, Kazakhstani startups would be building more of government tech solutions in the intersection of AI and government tech, AI and regulatory tech, jurisdiction, legislation, technologies also. So, for example, one of the services I really like is Salik AI, also like a service that helps you a lot with your taxes. So there are also great solutions, and I would say that Kazakhstani tech ecosystem has a very broad focus on different industries, but from my opinion, from my experiences, I noticed that now UK's tech ecosystem, in UK's tech ecosystem, the regulation is very high right now, especially like in the year of 2026, and also they are more focused in deep tech, health tech solutions, which is like there are some differences, but it's not that someone is behind and someone is behind or someone is in front. It just means that we're moving in a bit of a different directions. And another important moment that I would like to highlight is that now in the UK, these AI products that have been like really popular over the past few years, when a lot of investors would invest into AI startups. However, now investors are really expecting the returns on investments from the startups that they invested in. They are not looking at AI, how great is AI and its implementation, but they want the measurable results, money from their investments. So it's becoming much stricter in the UK right now. So yes, these are my thoughts.
Thank you so much. I'm sure people, audience are having great value from your experience sharing. Thank you for this. And last question from Soul NL2IG. What skill or mindset did Cambridge help you develop the most that you feel couldn't have gained elsewhere?
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. In terms of skills, a lot of entrepreneurial skills, a lot of practical entrepreneurial skills. I mean, like the hard skills I managed to gain through my master's in entrepreneurship program. As I told you, like I learned a lot different methodologies, frameworks, product market fit frameworks, lean startup methodology. I learned a lot about fundraising. I learned a lot about pivoting, about how to communicate with investors, how to approach investors, how to evaluate your startups, how much money to bring. That it's better to. I had a lot of before Cambridge, I had this knowledge gaps in in startups because I was 21 when I got to the program. I didn't know much about tech, about startups. So these were the experiences, and this was the knowledge. This was the knowledge I hoped to gain from Cambridge, and I wasn't mistaken. This degree really paid off a lot. Apart from really great hard skills, one soft skill, the mindset that I gained from Cambridge is that teamwork is everything. Finding the right people, surrounding yourself with the right people is very, very important. So this was really a mindset switch for me. It really helped me assess people that I would like to see in my team, finding the right co-founder to building your own team, bringing people into your company as employees. So it really helped me get out of my shell, speak to people, network, explore, and just not be afraid to go into the room and think, oh, I don't belong there. No, Cambridge really switched this, this immature mindset of mine back then. So really made me feel much braver and a better networker, if I may say so. So these were my biggest mindset switches from Cambridge.
Thank you. This is amazing because this stream has a limited lifespan and length. Dear Nuray, if people want to contact you with more questions, if you could leave maybe share your website or any contacts, maybe the slides so they will see it. Because we're gonna finish, we don't have much other questions, and if long videos, people don't watch.
Sure. Maybe I can leave my email or contact details in the chat. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure. You could type. I think we could.
Or I can also show the. I can also show the presentation slide if it works better.
I think presentation is better, so we could put it.
Sure.
they will see on the screen.
I'm sharing my screen then.
I'm ready to. Yeah.
So this is like you can contact Linkly here. You may screenshot this. This is for contact information for my startup. But if you want to contact me directly, please don't hesitate to reach out. Here are my contact details, like personal contact details.
Thank you so much, dear Nuray. It's amazing. I wish you good luck with both your startup and the Venture Scholar Studio. And we have kind of less, I think we have less, in a way, bridges to the West from year to year. And maybe I'm wrong, but what you do, this studio as well, is getting more and more important. So please proceed and thank you. And thank you all for your questions. Still, you can type if you're watching recording in the comments, and I'll try to ask Nuray and then reply in comments in YouTube. And please put like, it will help. Each like in YouTube is 10 more viewers, so 10 more people will see it. And thank you all, and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.